Hello and welcome to another Indie Spotlight. I'm your host, Zaymod, also known as Trevor on social media. Thank you guys so much for joining me. You can find links to all of my stuff in the video description below, including links to my Subscribestar, merch store, and all the other ways to keep this show ad-free as possible. I lost my train of thought. Anyway, so this is the show where I look at indie content creators. In this case, a lot of music, but we'll be doing some other stuff in the future. I'm going to shorten these intros a little bit. So check out the links. Check out thebeardstruggle.com. Save 15% using my code BeardWizard99. Help us keep the channel ad-free by checking out Subscribestar or the merch store where you can get your very own Frags and Beer merchandise. And yeah, we're looking at the new song from Tom MacDonald today called Church. I listened to it earlier. It's a pretty poignant song. My door is open. Give me a second. I'm gonna close that door just in case, so you guys don't hear any background noise. Sorry. Live show, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you get with a live show. This show is filmed before a live studio audience, my dog, and all of you guys who come to the channel. So if you are watching the live stream, let me know you're here. Ask questions. If you're watching the recording, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. So let's take a look at Church.
I need a short drink or a long prayer. I've been sober, but I don't care. I'm so scared of my own self, I get no help, and that's no fair, so don't go there. I've been hell and back. I got scorched hair in this Gucci cap. I got empty bottles and a million follows. I regret swallowing the Ativan. Yeah, let's be real, I resent the way that I feel. I pretend that it's cool, but I miss getting drunk, and I'm angry that God doesn't help when I kneel. I said my prayers, when I got clean, it just got worse. I quit doing drugs and I pleaded with Jesus to save me, but he didn't hear my words. The don't work, it hurts. I went to church, now I need liquid courage. Whiskey in my glass, I take the knives out of my back to stir it. Go to hell and back again, then show you burns to prove I earned it. I need shots of God to gain the strength I need, I'm just a person.
Oof. Oh, okay. So he talked about how this song, when he was leading up to this song, he told us this song was going to be a tough one, going to hit you in the feels. It's going to be a real emotional song for him. Obviously, going into his addiction, his past, his alcoholism, and the things that he dealt with in his earlier life. And that's something that's hard for a lot of people to talk about. So it's good to see that he is talking about that. It's a monster there, like in the back of your head constantly. I know my dad, when my mom passed, my dad turned to alcohol, and to some extent so did I. I drank a lot when my mom died, and I recognized it in myself. Like I knew that I was coping. I knew what I was doing, and when I got to a certain point, I stopped. I made myself stop. I backed off. So I don't believe I got to the extent that some people have. I don't believe I got to the extent my dad did, but I know how easy it would be to fall into that need, to fall into that trap that alcohol or even drugs might offer. Never done drugs myself, but knowing the temptation and of alcohol, I can imagine that it's there, that it's easy to fall into that trap. So that's good that he's putting that out there and say, because not a lot of people can deal with that. And hopefully that helps people by putting it out like that.
In the strength I need, I'm just a person.
I pray on my way to the liquor store that they lock the door, 'cause I'll lay in my grave if the whiskey pours like it did before. I'm scared, I send out a prayer. Can anybody hear me? Is anybody there? 'Cause honestly it hurts and every day's worse. I keep buying whiskey when all I need is church. I keep talking to God, but he don't hear.
Sorry, I should have paused before I backed it up a second. Again, live show. No cuts, no weird things. Just me and you in the video. But anyway, so before we get into Brandon's portion of this, yeah, those are tough things to think about, and a lot of people do turn to religion or faith, or spirituality of a sort when they're dealing with issues like alcoholism or mental health. Whatever gets you through the day. People tend to knock, religious people or try to put them down or laugh at them or whatever, but really whatever gets you through moment to moment, because we're all dealing with things. We're all fighting battles that nobody else knows about. And if faith, if praying, if reading a book, if going to church is what gets you moment to moment, then that's what you need. Do it. And anybody who has a problem with that can just shove off. Like, who cares? Who cares what another person, experiences to get through it when it's not hurting anybody else? You're not hurting anybody else by praying. And sometimes I wish that my dad had done that, because at the end, he was drinking a lot. And the woman who lived next to this is something that I've written about a couple times, but I've never really shared too much with you guys. Is there was a woman who lived next door. When my mom passed, she kind of moved herself in. Not too long. It was a couple weeks after Mom died, and my parents have been married 40 years. And this woman moved in, and she took advantage of my father's alcoholism. She used that against him, and shortly before he passed, he called me and told me he stopped drinking. It's actually the last conversation I had with my dad, was that he was done drinking, and it was only a couple weeks after that he was gone. So yeah, that was a couple years of tough conversations and a lot of stress and heartache. So I wished he had found more support in his faith, because he was a religious man, and he went to church, but he let alcohol rule him at the end of his life, and that took him away from us, and that's why that Monsters. I guess I'm kind of going on and on about me when we're supposed to be looking at this song, but that's why I know that Monster's back there, because I know what people are capable of when they get tempted like that. Sorry, I'll try not to blabber much more.
I keep talking to God, but he don't hear me. And my demons are there, always listening. I get lost in the dark, drowning in whiskey. And I went in so far, you say you miss me. I'm on a ship in a bottle, so say goodbye at the shore. Break the glass so you'll find me, I'm not who I was before. Close my eyes in the darkness and hold on through the storm. I'm a wreck in a bottle, I wasn't built for a war. Those church pews, bright lights, whiskey glasses, bottles of booze. Make short days, turn long nights. The bottle, the Bible, I didn't know what to choose. I pray on my way to the liquor store that they lock the door, 'cause I'll lay in my grave if the whiskey pours like it did before. I'm scared, I send out a prayer. Can anybody hear me? Is anybody there? 'Cause honestly it hurts and every day is worse. I keep buying whiskey when all I need is church. I can't read, but the Bible's still with me. My eyes can't see from the bottles of whiskey. I don't believe anybody will miss me. And I'm on my knees, tell me God, are you listening?
I think that's one of the hardest things that I hear people say when they've sunk to rock bottom, is they don't believe there's anybody out there that will miss them. And I quite honestly don't believe that's true. Really, I think I'd be hard pressed to find a person who does not have somebody out there that cares about them or will miss them. But your brain does awful things to you. Your brain convinces you of things that aren't true when you're suffering, when you're going through depression, when you're going through these kinds of things. So it's a sick monster, our brains sometimes. Back that up just a smidge.
I pray on my way to the liquor store that they lock the door, 'cause I'll lay in my grave if the whiskey pours like it did before. I'm scared, I send out a prayer. Can anybody hear me? Is anybody there? 'Cause honestly it hurts and every day is worse. I keep buying whiskey when all I need is church.
Damn. Yeah. Good. Another good one. Another great song from Tom. Tom and Brandon and his girlfriend Nova. All of them artists, good artists in their own right, which I've featured before and we will definitely be featuring again. Great videography from Nova. Good song, great lyrics, powerful message again. Tom has a real knack for... especially recently, putting out some very pointed, very poignant songs on some tough topics. Obviously, everybody knows, or anybody who's listened to him knows his political stuff, but he also does a lot of things related to anxiety and depression, suicide, cancer, alcoholism, addiction. He's not afraid to talk about his own demons, hoping that it will help somebody. So well done. Good job. Love it. Go show Tom's channel some love. I will post a link to the original video in the description below. Check out the rest of our stuff. Stop by the rest of the Indie Spotlight shows and check out all the other songs. There's more coming. I'm really enjoying this shorter format. Check out the links. Help keep the channel ad-free, and come back. We're going to be doing some more game streams this weekend, but also some more Indie Spotlight. Got a couple of artists that I'm looking forward to showing you, and then we're going to take a look back at some artists we've already looked at. So thank you. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the people that are starting to come to the channel and leave comments and ask questions and subscribe. Keep subscribing. We get to 200. I'm giving away some free audiobooks. So stop by the channel. Let me know what you think. Leave comments, ask questions, all that good stuff. I will see you again soon. You guys have a great one. Much love. Bye.